Alright, hey guys, it's Ian with Motorcycling. I'm back with another video for you today. Today I will be talking about my new camping gear luggage setup for the Triumph. If you guys have been following my channel, I have two bikes. I have a Kawasaki Vulcan that I purchased last year because it was on a huge sale. And I wanted to go camping with it because I had Kriega bags that I wanted to try out. And I could not fit it to my Triumph Street Triple. So I actually got it to attach to the Vulcan. I brought a bunch of gear, and it was my first time camping with a motorcycle. Prior to that, it was always car or RV or trailer. And so finally got that dialed in by the end of the season. So now I am going to slim down my camping gear list this year for 2019. I also wanted to go camping with my Street Triple, so I gave in and bought some new luggage for it. Unfortunately, it could not be Kriega because Kriega doesn't make saddlebags at the moment for sport naked bikes. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on the bike, and then I'm going to go ahead and unload it so you can see how what kind of gear I have starting 2019, and then at the end of the season I'll do the same thing that I did last year, which is to show you if there's any changes. There is one slight change this year already. Last year I did tent camping. This year I'm going to be doing hammock camping. So without further ado, let's see what the bike looks like with all of the equipment on it. So this is what the bike looks like as of right now. And the only thing I have to do left is clean the chains and lube the chains, and it should be ready to go. I plan on going camping in the next 10 or 12 days. So here's what it looks like. I actually went with SW-Motech luggage for this bike. There is a ton of options now compared to 6 years ago when I started looking for naked sport bike luggage. So there is tons of options. I will have a separate video explaining why I went with SW-Motech versus the other options in a different video. But let's start off with the saddlebag. The saddlebags is really the main reason why I was able to do this for this bike. And these are the SW-Motech Blaze is the name of the model bags. They are 14 liters and they're expandable out to 21. And then this is the SW-Motech Rearbag Tailbag. Rearbag is the name of the model for this one. I love how this bag looks on the back of this bike. This bag was not available when I actually first bought this bike. So keep that in mind. And the last bag is the SW-Motech Daypack. This is the second smallest tank bag in their lineup. They have a smaller version called the Micro. This is the Daypack, which is 5 liters expandable out to 9 liters. So this video is not about the bags, it's about the unpacking of the camping list. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like on the bike in case some people ask, because I know I do when I watch these kind of videos. And so I figured I'd show you guys what it looks like first. This setup has everything except for my toolkit and my tire repair kit. That's because I don't plan on taking this bike motorcycle camping for long distances. That is still going to be the Vulcan at the moment until I figure out what to do and how to pack my toolkit along with my tire kit. And that's the only way I'm going to take this bike long distances. But for now, this is how the motorcycle camping is going to be set up. And I absolutely love how these bags look on this bike. It is quite pretty, I must say, which is a surprise to me because I didn't think I would like saddlebags on this bike, but I now do. All right, let's head inside and unpack these bags so you guys can see what it looks like unloaded. See you in a bit. All right, guys, everything has been taken off the motorcycle and brought into the office to make it a little bit easier to do the rest of this video. So before I go ahead and unload these, the contents of these bags, I'm gonna go ahead and take the weight of these so you guys can have an idea of how much of these weigh on the bike. So let me go ahead and show you. I've got my handy dandy luggage weight thing here. Let's go ahead and turn that on. And first up is going to be the tank bag. Let's see how much this bad boy weighs. This weighs 6.0 pounds. Go ahead and zero that out. Alright. Next is the tail bag. trying to do this without. This weighs 10.7 pounds. Zero that out. I'm just going to do both of the saddlebags together. There we go. And that weighs 17.2 pounds for both bags. Alright. So that is the weight. Let's go ahead and unpack or unload the contents of these bags. Alright, first I'm going to go ahead and unpack the tank bag, and then we'll go to the Rearbags, and then we'll go to the saddlebags. So let's start off with that. This is a pretty small tank bag compared to last year's tank bag, but I'm trying to carry light. I am slimming down my gear. So first we have the little mesh pocket right up here. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you that right there. And the mesh pocket is going to have some hand warmers, and it's just gonna have my helmet lock. I always carry my helmet lock with me because I just never know where I'll be, and if I don't feel like too confident about my helmet being stolen, I don't want to carry it into a restaurant or the store, I'll go ahead and use a helmet lock. This bag for this year, I'm only using it for electronics. So this is actually a waterproof bag made by Kriega. I think Revzilla sells these. I'm not entirely sure if anywhere else sells it, but I got this at Revzilla. The contents of this bag is all of my batteries for my GoPro, batteries for this camera that I'm using, batteries for my phone. Everything is just in this bag. And my SD cards, I'm not going to go through all the contents of it, but that's what this bag, it's a dry pack. So basically it's waterproof. And it's nice because I can stuff it in any bag. That's why I'm using it. Small toolkit. Small tripod for my GoPros or the camera I'm using. So my GoPro batteries, I have some in the other bag, but I have 4 in the plastic bag because it's easier access. And my GoPro, I go through the batteries a lot quicker because I use my GoPros on my bike and not at the campsite. And then we have a flashlight. It's a pretty good flashlight, not too expensive. And then here are my GoPros. Got a few GoPros, and that's pretty much all the camera equipment I'm going to be using for all of my camping trips this year. I'm going to go ahead and throw everything back there. And that is the contents of the tank bag. This is right now set up at the low setting, which is the small setting. It's not expanded out yet, so it can be expanded out to have more space if I wanted to. But I'm going to try with the low setting because I don't want to have to bring a lot of gear. So go ahead and open that up. So in the mesh pocket, it's going to be some potatoes, some ramen, and a baseball hat or a farmer's hat, and a bag for trash. So that's what I got in the mesh pocket right there. And then under here, in the main compartment, is going to be Spam. Backpackers make this thing called ramen bomb, and I'm going to try it. So basically it's just ramen, potatoes, and Spam. I had Spam last year when I went motorcycle camping, and it was really delicious. Sandals for the shower at the campground, if there is a shower at the campground. Some shoes to walk around the campground with. And then inside is a waterproof bag, which has my clothes, along with my bathroom essentials, a pair of pants. Just put that to the side. And then I got my cook kit right in here. This cook kit is pretty huge, especially for backpacker standards, but for motorcyclists, it's still kind of big, but it's fantastic because unfortunately I have the room. It's not unfortunate, it's really fortunate that I have the room and I'm able to manage the weight for this thing. So I love this thing, and I will continue to use it. I tried it out last season. I also tried a smaller camping kit, which you'll see this season, but I think I'm going to end up using this one more than anything else this season. Alright, and the rest of the bag is just my clothes in a plastic bag. So nothing too crazy there. There's 2 pairs of clothing in here for a 1 or 2 nighter. I packed it so that if I do want to go 2 nights, I can have the room for it. So that's pretty much the rest of the main compartment. On the side back here, there's just work gloves for me to walk around the campsite with the wood and whatnot to build a fire. And this side is just wet wipes, along with my kickstand or side stand holder, so it doesn't sink into the ground. And that's pretty much the tail bag. That's it. Let's go on to the saddlebags. Alright, so now we're onto the saddlebags here. First one on the left hand side. Again, SW-Motech has these like waterproof pouches inside the bag, different from the Kriega saddlebags, for sure. I wish Kriega would make saddlebags for street triple. I would totally buy it tomorrow. Got a headlamp, still use the same one that I've been using for quite some time. And then this bag just mainly holds, this first piece is my my underquilt for my hammock. So I told you guys I'm going to try hammock camping this year. And this is the hammock gear incubator. And then there's an inflatable pillow in there. Last but not least for the saddlebag is the top quilt. So I have an underquilt and a top quilt for my hammock setup. So super stoked about that. And then here is the tarp that goes over the hammock and the quilts. Fits in there nicely. And that's pretty much the rest of the, that's pretty much in the saddlebag. There's a side pocket right here. I don't want to use it. I'm going to go ahead and put a list of the contents of the saddlebag on this side later. Alright, and the other saddlebag, same thing. Got a water pouch right here. This is a Thermarest air mattress. I used this last year with my tent camping setup, and I'm going to use it this year because if it gets cold, I'm just going to blow this up and put it underneath, in between my back and the underquilt. So I bring it along if it gets too cold, because I'll be in the mountains in Utah. So, alright, so that's that one. Still going to bring this lamp. This has this little hook right here, which is going to help hook on the ridge line of the hammock. So that's why I'm still bringing it. And this was really nice when I went tent camping last year with my motorcycle. So still gonna bring that. Towel. This towel I used last year for showers and pretty much anything that needs drying on my body. This thing works great, and it's huge. When I pull it out, it's almost as big as my sleeping bag, but it works. It's pretty compact once it's folded down, and it absorbs water pretty well. Alright, next is going to be the actual tent itself. This is my War Bonnet Outdoors Blackbird hammock. So like you can see here, I'm not carrying a tent this year. I'm going to try hammock camping. So this is my basically tarp for the shelter, hammock, and quilts for sleep setup. So that's what's happening there. And then this is my all of my cooking utensils, a small little cup in here to cook. If I don't want to pull out the big cook set and I just want to make something quick, then I'm going to go ahead and use a little one. And all of my utensils along with my kitchen hardware type things are all in this bag. It's just a Sea to Summit waterproof bag. And then last but not least, actually it still has more stuff in here. So we got a plate, foldable cup, and foldable bowl. All that goes in there. And then last but not least, my Helinox 01 chair. This one I don't think I'm ever going to take out of my camping set because it's so nice to have a chair to sit down with a backrest, because the campground tables, the picnic tables, don't have a backrest. Sometimes it's just nice to lounge on the ground next to the fire, and this is a nice chair. So that's why I'm happy that it's so small, very light, 1.1 pounds, and it fits nice in the saddlebags, even a small saddlebag like this. And I believe that's it. That is all, everything unpacked for my Street Triple camping. Like I said, 1 or 2 nights. There's no, as you can see, there's no toolkit or emergency kits here. But that's what I got going on. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it. looking forward to 2019 season. We're looking forward to going camping next weekend, and I'll see you guys on the campground. Bye.